Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome. It is Monday. Time for some magic. Today is the last day before the release of Lorwyn Eclipsed on MTGA, and with like pre-releases last weekend and all sorts of things. So we're going to be giving Avatar one last hurrah before the rotation of formats. If we didn't have Magfest, we would have had Powered Cube, but Powered Cube looks like it's a thing that's going to keep coming back. So I don't feel too like it'll be fine. We'll jump back to it another time. But yeah, hope you're all having a good one. So yeah, this week we're gonna be doing our last hurrah, which I know we're gonna have to like try and show up the pursuer, but we'll do what we can. Uh, Tomorrow's trails. The rest of the week is normal up until Friday, where we'll be doing our Lorwyn stuff on Friday. So that'll be our first stream. Then Friday, Mondays for a little while will be Lorwyn time. So, Chappy, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Fine. Yeah, sure. I can't have them. So, this is a thing that has changed over the years. Pre-releases used to give like pre-release codes, but now they're just tied to like, hey, you used your account that is tied to arena and to physical to play in a sealed event. Here's your packs for the sealed event. So like it ends up working out. We end up getting packs for it. They're untouchable packs for a day. They live in a little bundle. But today is not the day for Lorwyn. Today is the last day for airbending. That's not the button I want. Let's find airbending. Limited. You. Last day to quench, last day to quench. Ooh. Secret Lair Quan Chi. The players are clamoring for it. I think the sign-up times like represent maybe like I don't think the sign-up time is when it closes. I think that like it's like the MTGL leagues where they stop you from entering a few hours before maintenance, but shrug. I'm never on the client midday when it'll stick that out, so. Alright, anyway. Let's go have a good time here with one last draft. What do we want to do? We were the pursuer last time in our fadeaway a couple weeks back. I could use pile of fire. Pile of fire. White has been the color I think I've been most attached to. I actually, like, I suppose I can look at numbers. I record all these, so I could go back and check. But I feel like white is the color I'm most attached to in this set in particular. I find airbending very powerful. I think the commons are fairly deep. Yeah, and today's going to be a little slow to get a full 8 because it's the last day. Sabo Tendi is here with us, though. How you doing, Sabo Tendi? I got a new Sabo Tender at Magfest. They had one of the big barrel tender plushies. They're quite large. They you can move them around. They don't like pose, but they're very big. A lot of people disrespecting Water Tribe Rallier draft. The card's so good. Waterbending's so free. I picked up a few things for myself at MagFest, but the barrel tender's the biggest. Okay. Ah, the Sabo tender. Sabo's tender. Sabo friender. Alright. So what do we got in here? Okay, so Swamp Visions tells us I'm not picking up a rare. Things that do matter in here: Combustion Technique, Fortune Teller, Foggy Swamp. All those are on like a level. Avatar State's probably like on the level 2. I don't hate the idea of just picking up red removal spell. Obviously, Fortune Teller is like one of the best filler cards that's ever existed. +1 mana and a toughness on Thraben Inspector lets you block in combat and stand pretty well. I'm kind of interested in the direction that Combustion goes in. Red is not terribly huge in this pack. Like, Porcupine is like fine. Cunning Maneuver, I'm a little... They're both fine. But yeah. This passes a lot of, like, Esper around. Maybe we can get ourselves into a good color combination with this. Power in here, Air Nomad Legacy. Power in here. This isn't the one. I was hoping this was the Treetop Friends, but it's just the Deserters. I'm not as huge on that. Rana Parrot. Rana Parrot's cool. We also can just pick up Kyoshi Warriors and try to pick up, like, on the Boros side. Like, I don't hate that card. It's not as high impact as what we would be able to get out of pick 2. Air Nomad Legacy. Ultimately, I can pick up Callous Inspector and just have, like, red-black as a thing going on. Not sure. I think this isn't the rightest thing going on here, but it's a different direction I want to try out. The Parrot might have worked a little more with some of the firebending stuff. I want to pick this. Okay. Farm Animals, Musicians is good. I don't actually like Destined Confrontation. True Ancestry is quite nice. We can get some Quanchin. Let's see if we can't pick up some nice Fire Nation stuff. Okay. Liking the red we're seeing going around. Lightning Strike always gets things done. War Balloon I believed in a lot more. Oh, white is actually quite real in here. I'm going to note that as like a... Perhaps we see some more of that come around. Would not hate to be Boros with the power we have sitting here. Okay, well... Jet? Okay, maybe that actually is it. I like Jet as a kill spell that's also a body. Yu-Gi-Oh! Archers is also really good. I think red is actually quite open for us with this combination here. Let's take a look. Perhaps we can have some of the powerful... Wow. Well, Sokka's also very good. I like Sokka as an attacker. But, like, we're feeling great with the red pile that we have right now. We'll see what color 2 is. Maybe we're open to, Cool Administrator. I'm not huge on this. I actually like... Fire Nation Cadets is a really nice card to go along with stuff like Firebending Lesson, Combustion Technique, and Lightning Strike. Things that, like, let us play old-style RDW where your burn spells are opening the way for your creatures. So, we got... Like, we can consider this a nothing. We can find out what color 2 is pretty easily, and Poxbearers is what we call a hedge. Earthbending Lesson is like... It's like a 4/4 haste for 5. It's not bad. I'm gonna hedge a little bit because, like, Boros hedging is something we can do here, and the black is also something we can do. We'll see where this leads. The big thing is that if we can pick up the red for pack 1 and, like, build out this deck, like the red side. This leaves us open in pack 2 to be like, oh, we opened Suki, go in white. Oh, we opened Zuko, let's go into red black. Like we have options around for that. I'm gonna pick up Porcupine. I'm not sold on this card being hugely great, but it does work well with these styles of cards. And also, it's like Cunning Maneuver is also fine, but we're great with the red. So, wow. Okay. Nobody's in blue white. We're gonna pick up just a body. We actually don't have a lot of creatures at the Mo for the early stuff. I want to find more things that have firebending. We're able to use Fire Nation attacks with Fire Sage. Yeah, Boar's gonna be doing fine. I'll pick up Wandering Musicians. I think that's more likely to be. And the War Balloon, okay. Alright. Tactically pass a blue card. Okay. Pack 2. Well, as I told you, pack 2, we could open up another card to push us in a color that's a little more interesting, right? White Lotus wants us to be a little more white than this is, so that's not real to me. The actual question, I think, is Combustion Technique 2 versus Raven Eagle. But Raven Eagle gives us a second color, and we've actually seen red be very nice for us. We might get like a Riot back or Warden back. I'd like to get Warden back, actually. I don't think Warden is a card I'd pick over Combustion Technique because we have enough stuff to make this look great. But Eagle is so much advantage. I'd love to get this on the table. That's like the high thing I want. But yeah, Eagle, I think, because this is not a card we splash. This is a card we want to be in the color for. I will note that we did see, there was a black red duel that didn't table. Somebody might have picked that aggressively for a splash, but best cards in here, Knowledge Seeker, Trebuchet School. I want more Lightning Strikes. I want to be playing as much of this stuff as possible. We want low curve. We want removal. We want to run people down. I want more cards. I want more stuff that we can play on 1 and 2 to force through. That's kind of the plan with what I am building towards here. Fire Sage. Yeah, Ty Lee is quite good at that. Ty Lee's got prowess. Ty Lee forces through damage. Ty Lee works well with this. Like, I don't think I want to have a ton of top end, and Ty Lee is kind of the middle ground I'm happy with. Warden's fine. Low and Lee's too expensive. Longfen is also fine. Corrupt. There's other choices in here, but they're more fringe. I'm not as huge on a double black card with no fixing. Red is just looking really nice, though. Okay. Maybe a Deadly Precision. I feel like we're going to be able to find another Porcupine, so I'm not huge on that. I think 1 Deadly Precision is a card I'm happy to have. Hang's Journey, I don't think is a card I'm playing. Buzzard is not really what we have in this deck either. Oh, hello. Now, obviously, like, with our burn, that's a little bit of a non-bow, but it also is good at pushing through damage. Treetop Freedom Fighters is also a real card. Would not feel bad about that in the deck. And by that, I mean, like, this is kind of the 3 I'd be happiest to see. Fire Nation Cadets, that's great. We can get another one of these early threats. We want a couple more lessons to make them function. I don't really want to be playing Price of Freedom, even if it is turning on Fire Nation Cadets, because it can also, like, easily force out our opponent into, we'll grab a Daily. I don't think I'm playing that, but, 1 Cruel Administrator, probably more playable than Mongoose Lizard. Okay, Riot and Warden came back around. Cool. I'm going to take a Warden so that we have one of these. Deadly Precision 2, the sequel. I'm feeling really good about this, and we're in Pack 2. Right now, you can... Well, we're even higher creature count than I thought. We're just looking to kind of up the power level on this deck. If we can get more firebending lessons, maybe a Fire Sage, or pieces like that. Vindictive Wardens let us play a bit more of a long game. Yeah, this is why I didn't care too much about that Porcupine, because I knew another one would be coming around. Okay. But no, this is looking good. And dang, ooh, yeah, okay. Treetop Fighter, Freedom Fighters is the yes. But what if the pursuer never left our blood? Okay. This is fighting against like June and Riot. The most appropriate final draft indeed. We have to find the Avatar. Zhao. Azula Always Lies actually might just be better than Zhao to me. I don't know, Zhao's not bad. Like, Zhao works with a lot of the clue stuff. Maybe that's better, but like Azula Always Lies is a trick I'm always happy with. Lets you do some really rude stuff. And lets us win combats while maybe getting, like, secondary removal going. Iroh? Corrupt Court Official, if I want to have another 2. I'm not actually hurting for 2s. Iroh kind of plays aggressively, has the firebending. Brainwashing, sold out, Raider. Take one of our, okay. So we've got all the combat tricks for winning things. We just are going to have the creatures to do so. Relying on some of our... Ooh, hello. That's nice to get an upgrade. I'm really happy about this because this is one of the best cards for playing with the Fire Nation cadets, and it works late as well as early. I want like 1 or 2 more. June, huh? Twin Blades. I don't know that I'm like a deck that cares about a Twin Blades. I'm gonna pick up June here. More for the unblockability on the card draw than the sack outlet. The sack outlet's less the thing here. We're not like huge up with things we're sacking. Only a couple cards that are really great for that. We ended up with a lot more black than I thought we were going to end up with. I probably am not playing these Dai indoctrinations. I was a little worried about like lesson count, but I'm not worried about that at all now. Not combustion technique, cunning maneuver. Lightning strike. Porcupine looks fine with how this is laid out. Finally, we can pick up a Riot here. Sure, and here's the Zhao if we do want to put you playing Zhao at the top. Probably better than Wandering Musicians in the sense that our deck is a little more reliable with it. We already have a Riot. I don't care about second Riot, though I'm also not going to be using that, so... Alright, no fixing flat. We need to cut this down. And a cavalry. I feel like we're missing maybe a couple, like again, Fire Sage was one of the creatures I mentioned that would be, like, super great with what we have going on. But, like, I feel like we're in a good position here. So let's get the powerful stuff in here first. Cadets, you, lightning strikes. Jet. Alright, what are we? We're 5 and 6. Creature count is gonna be a important thing, I think. So I'm kind of filling out for that. Play the Azula Always Lies with a War Balloon. Warden, Iroh, like some more of the top end. We're at, we might be at a better spot for the Porcupines than I thought. Not huge on the top end. I really only have like 2 things up there above 3 even. Wow. One less of those. Like a Porcupine. Zhao. I don't think I care about Cruel Administrator. I think this is too big. A Deadly Precision or a Sold Out. Do the Sold Out. That one's like reliable. This is 13 creatures and a ton of removal. 2 Firebending Lessons, 2 Lightning Strikes, Combustion Technique. Azul Always Lies is a tiny one. Sold Out is a big one. And then like a few pieces of interaction. Yeah, okay. Might want to shift around. Like I said, I wanted 1 Vindictive Warden. I wanted... Uncle Iroh might be a little too cute. It's a 4-power 3-drop. Like, he's gonna be doing well. This is a deck that wants to be playing... I want more creatures on the low end, but like June just isn't too much here. Let's give it a roll. Who are they chasing down? Everyone's just looking for Appa specifically. Not Aang, but just Appa. And like, for different reasons. Like, I don't know that I trust Zhao to be chasing after anybody, but like... Hero. Alright. So we're looking for early creature removal. This'll be fine. This actually will be just fine. The pile of lands here is not a problem because of a double chocobo. Sorry, I'm covering double chocobo. Obsessive Pursuit means that, like, our land pile isn't going to be bad here. Honestly, your first thought was Zuko. Alright, if this is able to haste, we go for it. If not, then... Okay. Let's go ahead and get down the Warden. So, black and green, we milled a blue card, too, so we have a Lessons, so this is active. They're on all 3 colors, okay. I don't hate the idea of Fire Nation Warship. Are you just hanging back? I hope you're hanging back. Alright. I would like to see some action here, so we're going to go ahead and attack with the Warden as at least a 3. They can't block it regardless because it has Menace, but Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Hopefully Jet gets something to knock out on 5. If not, we can, like, Freedom Fighters and chill a bit with a 4-5. That's actually pretty good. Waterbending Ascension basically doesn't do anything right now, so that's good. We're on the front foot. They haven't played a land, and they played kind of a slow effect there. So that gets a counter. If they have a 1, we can, like... Oh, they do have a land. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some bodies in play. I want to leave the clues so that we have 3 clues for the upcoming turn. Is it possible to stack your clues, your triggers in a way so you firebend and then sack in time for pursuit? Yes. That is correct. That's possible. So I could, like, firebend 1 here and then eat a clue. I don't want to. Specifically because I want 3 clues for the following turn. I might not use them, but I want to have them for lifelinking. I feel like the most likely option from our opponent here is some sort of kill. Wow, that's... Okay. How good of a card are you tutoring with this? Because that's tap out. Oh, okay. Sure. No, I'm good. Noble creatures you control, which is not these. Okay. You're visibly dead on board, right? Okay. Alright. Making sure that we were going to have them even more visibly dead on board, because I was going to be able to Zhao, sack a clue, pump the team, etc. This went, I think, way better than it had any right to go with the amount of lands we were under early and our kind of limited plays in the middle, but I'll take it. Yeah, we found out from the Pursuer in our previous draft how powerful the Pursuer was, so, you know, if you have 1 of it, that's like having 3 of it. It's just like, if you draw it, it's the same as having 3, right? That's the same. That's similar. Having 2 pursuits in play was one of the God, that was ridiculous. Like, what if I, like, +6, +6 lifelink something? Phyrexian Arena with combat potential. 3 pursuits is basically 5 pursuits, but 1 pursuit is, like... Is 1 pursuit 0 pursuits? I feel like 1 pursuit is still more than... Ah, PAL 9000. Yeah, this looks good. So this is actually going to kick ass because of the power of Firebending Lesson. Like, Fire Cadet 1, Fire Cadet 2, Firebend, attack for... attack, and then Fire Nation attacks on 3. Like, this is going to be... fast because of the double firebending making enough mana to Fire Nation attack. So if they play a 2-drop, we get to Firebending Lesson and just kill it. That is worth it. I know it's annoying. I know it looks kind of dumb, but because it replaces, but it is worth it. Anyway, here's the play. We're just here for killing. The Fire Nation attacks early and often. Okay, Airbender token. That's smart. The token is gone. Bad news. I've got terrible news for our opponent. The Fire Nation continues to attack. Get your googly eyes on. We are punching. We are kicking. Yeah, and our last two cards are also no slouches. Big removal and Tylee to get rid of blockers. Oh, my opponent. You're so beautiful. That's 10. That's 11. That's 12. That's your life total. The Fire Nation attacked. The Air Nation never stood a chance. Rumble Arena's closed. This is the most beautiful, like, fire bending I've seen. We will teach you. Like, getting to play the 5-drop in combat on 3. We had 7 mana on 3. Then we had 9 mana on 4. Okay. Yeah, so you can see the end time is 17 hours instead of 14, so they let you in, but there's still hours to play. Sweet, excellent. That's how we wrote it up. That's how we wanted this to go. So feeling really great about that. Yeah. What if your aggressive pieces rolls on mana dorks? A firebending story. The best thing they could have done would have been like Plains Avatar's Wrath, which would have bounced all the tokens. Things like that, like bouncing effects could have gotten them out of there. Aang would have been nice, but like they're so behind the yeah. One pursuit is 5 pursuits. I'm always thinking about 3 pursuits. Okay. Sure, that's gonna stop me from attacking for just a little bit. I want to get Tylee down. Okay. So Tylee can push through. Tylee works with firebending. I want to draw into firebending lesson. Sure. That's fine. Okay. War balloon needs a little bit more work. Mai is an option. Mai eat a clue. Mai eat a clue, go in with the cadets. I kind of want to draw cards here because we want to be finding stuff like, yeah, that's what we call a draw and a half right there. Lightning strike to knock out the submersible. Right now, the submersible costs them a good chunk of their turn to be able to turn on. It's not like a lot of their turn, but it's a chunk. But like, lightning strike does, even with like the 2 damage we'll take from Mai, still like deals with the submersible. And lets us push more aggressively. Counter on Mai would look good. Fifth land would also be a good draw here. Okay. Cat Owl. I'm fine with Cat Owl. That doesn't do much here. Okay, fifth land, great. This might just be in with my get a counter and then post-combat Tiley or hold up lightning strike. Hold up lightning strike Callus Inspector. Okay. Okay. I'm a little worried about our life total at the end, but Obsessive Pursuit forgives a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're blocking Invasion Submersible on a double block and blasting a Cat Owl, and then we're using Mai to push damage in. That makes that a lot worse. Okay. I think we're still lightning striking your owl. Okay. Okay. They are just heavy in on the creatures here, huh? Oh no! Jet, come on. We might be a little too obsessive here. Okay. I knew that Jet was a little bit of a push. It's okay. So Disciple means they can push through damage. They can make a creature unblockable. They can also just attack all out and hit us for 4. If it's just unblockable for 2, I feel okay about our position. Raven Eagle will forgive some damage from drawing cards. Okay. Okay, so Raven Eagle on the second draw forgives some damage. Okay. And then They're on empty-handed. They don't have a land to force a card draw. It's good. What do I want in play? Ty Lee? Just another blocker? Is a 6/6 lifelinker good enough? Like, just lifelink up the Fire Nation cadets and leave my back? That's probably good enough. Who's going in then? Bird. We're going to attack. We want to be attacking with the bird anyway. So bird attacking makes most sense. I have to kind of think on these things. We don't have a lesson for Fire Nation cadets. So we get to go up to... So we need our opponent to draw dead once. If they draw like a lesson, we're in a pretty bad way because of Borky Pine and such. But if we get like just another Otter Penguin, would be fine. Next turn, I'm able to jet away something or try to go for Eagle Lethal. We're at 11, so they don't have the ability to pick us off fully here. Oof. Okay. Okay. I guess we got the dead draw out of them. I know that we have a full grip of 7, but I feel like this one's a little more razor's edge. I understand that again, if this is a dead draw, they don't have anything because we already have 3 clues for another lifelink. So, yeah, a lot of options we had there. I was thinking about Ty Lee, I was thinking about Fire Nation cadets, but as we've seen, Obsessive Pursuit lifelink is just some of the most powerful stuff we can be doing. Thank you, Raven Eagle. The power of Philadelphia combines with the power of Baltimore to give me lethal. We don't have like a million lessons. It's just that our lessons are really powerful. I think it might actually be 4. Hold on, can I... Is it 4 lessons main deck now that I'm doing the math? Yeah, 4 lessons. It is 2 Firebending, 1 Combustion Technique, and 1 Azula Always Lies. I'd like to maybe put in that second one, but as we've seen, we are kind of creature light already. That felt good. I always enjoy a game where we can, like, even if the edge is, hey, why aren't you doing your, like, most powerful, straightforward thing? We have a lot of things. This hand whips with 1 exception. Can you see the exception? No thanks. Alright, I'm fine here. I'm gonna put back the boar. Alright, so we want to find removal. We want to find interaction. Right now, we've got all the creatures, which is good. Our deck has, like, we've seen 5 of our creatures. That's 5 of 13. Oh, boy. Well. I'm here for killing, then. Yeah, alright. I'm so sorry, friend. Produce lethal damage? Yeah. You know that choice we made at the beginning of the game? I understand. So, to look at our opponent's discard answers the question that you have, right? If they find land 3, they have defensive measures. They can build back up. Even like Rowdy Snowballers here is enough to, like, I don't know, tap down one of these, trade with Iroh, sort of things. Like, this would let them back in. I will take that a lot of times on hands. You've seen me take the 75%, because on 2 card draws, it's 50-50 and then 50-50, usually. It's actually 15 out of 33 and 15 out of 32, which isn't quite 50%, but like... certain foes do explode. Absolute. Oh, yeah. This is fine. War Balloon might be, like, the worst thing in the deck. Actually, the Porcupine might be. It's fine. The War Balloon offers a different threat that we don't have, which is to say flying. Hello? Ooh, okay, alright. If that's how we want to play it, that's how we want to play it. I'll put my down. I will block if they attack here. Okay. What the hell? Ooh, okay. Sorry, I've been thinking about the Fire Nation cadets. I'm not thinking about this. We got stuff happening over there. I think this might be an Iroh deck. Iroh Lessons? Yeah, exact same, huzzah. That's I'm gonna go with Ty Lee to keep the pressure on. We'll be able to play Porcupine on 4 and then Jet on 5. Okay, never mind. Final Fantasy 12. Okay, Snowballers gives you time. The power of maximum greed. We got a lot of mana for Jet. Okay, Porcupine. Next turn we get to Jet for 4 creatures you control. Okay, we have everything but black and we can make it off Rumble Arena. I've been told greed is good. So far this reads to me still like, I don't know, like I see this and this and I think Teamer. Ooh, okay, well, I guess we've got our Jet target. I don't want to trade. We need 3 creatures. Do they have... Okay, no they do not. That means we are able to move in with my... I'll leave Porcupine back because Porcupine looks a lot better with this stuff around. Rumble Arena 2, the sequel. I mean, I guess it was what, Rumble Arena 6? These are a selection of cards. I guess. We're gonna make sure that wall top sentries can't get in a fight. Everything, huh? Sure. You know, I guess. They got a clue, and they got all the colors in the world. We have Obsessive Pursuit to refill. Okay. We wallin'. Sure. Okay, clue 2. Once we get clue 3, we're gonna be in a really cool position. Ooh. Alright. Jet in? You don't have a lesson. Jet in. Okay. The reasoning here. So they get to end step, crack a clue. They'll have 3 cards in hand, every color of mana they'll ever want in the world. We get to attack with like a huge lifelinker though. So. Sure. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with a huge lifelinker. Okay. Okay, so this... Yeah, alright. We don't get to lifelink off this, but, like, we have to take this shot. I'm sitting here, like, doing some math on that, but, like, we have to kill it. Our opponent's at 8. We have a very good position. Okay, they're gonna sack a land draw. Sure. That's really good for us if they're just, like, replacing a land. Yeah, they needed to answer this board. I don't think they're shrines because they didn't ever play one. You know? I don't know. Avatar? Could this be Aang? I'm gonna guess Aang. Yeah. Aang, and then like powerful cards that keep you alive in the color. Wall Top Sentries is a good. Yeah, okay. I was a little worried about our life total at the end of that after we didn't get that life link, but like they weren't able to capitalize on that at all. Having to just sack a land. This deck is missing one copy of the like duel. But this deck rules. This deck is playing in a really like again, red deck wins is the way I'm describing it. But Obsessive Pursuit is also, we saw in the last draft. If you didn't see in the last draft, I would recommend checking out the previous draft. VOD is still up. The VODs are up at, youtube.com/Sly9. Mana White, the Brilliant. I'll try this on the draw. I realize that I'm a little, maybe going a little bit too hard into this, but like a land gets us eagle, and then I feel just fine about our position. Okay, I'm gonna get Pursuit down first. Okay. Creature's probably dying. Hopefully it is sold out. Like, I would love it if they just tapped out for sold out. I would actually love it if they don't do that at all. If I'm lying, I would like them to play a 3 toughness creature for 4 mana. You know what? Thanks. I'm in. Sweet. That's, I'm fine with that position. You gotta do it. But, like, because we have Raven Eagle and we still have clues, now we're still fine. We have removal for days and the board under control. The hope is they just go into, like, yeah, one big thing that we get to bop. Hi, I am, coming for you here. In case we draw new Firebending Cadets. We're doing it on our turn for the Eagle. That was, the tapping there was because the Cadets are more likely than the black menacing 1-drop. Okay, keep it on top. Badger Mole, that is outside of the range of Jet unless I draw. I didn't finish the sentence because it didn't work. That's fine. It needed to be the other 1-drop. What do I want to be doing here? Cadets Zhao? This gets us a clue for Zhao, and then, like... Yeah, the 2/2's not blocking. The problem is that this is blocking. 4 black? Diley... Oh, okay, we're doing Diley agents so we can specifically... Okay. We want to make sure that Diley agents goes on and goes out. That's not gonna happen. So let's go ahead and jet. Let's go ahead and crack a clue. That gives Zhao +1/+1. Gets our drain. I could attack with Zhao. Yes. Yeah, alright. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, please fall for my trick. Joker's trick, everybody. That's the 4th point of power for Mai. Zhao and Eagle, that is rude as hell. They got 7 mana. They got a lot of lands. They did get a scry there. But we still have a lot. Also, they're getting burned out right here. Like if they're casting non-creatures. Dang, Foggy Swamp-Bender is just a big old human plant. That was a really fun interaction of like, get the clue from the Eagle, get the mana from Zhao, get the pump from Zhao. Alright. Everybody in. Eating your badger mole. If you have a way to pick up the badger mole here, that'd be really fun. No, the same thing's gonna happen again. No. Watch out. There are more knives than you think. Do you have a trick? You're still dead on board. Getting Zhao synergies, such a rare thing. Zhao is a card I had a very low opinion of, and it's glad to see the card getting work done here. Infinite. This card you're absolutely not playing in limited. Hell, it's a card that's very much like the rule that lets spacecraft be generals. Yeah, Zhao and Ravenhawk. Obviously, Pursuit, I think, has like 3 wins under his belt for Pursuit reasons, but... I didn't get a chance to really enjoy the draft on Edge, but I love the, like, characters, setting, and writing stuff for Edge. Station, I think, is a mechanic that works more like one-off-y rather than as a build around, like, I want to build a station deck. Um, I like Warp a lot. I think Void is, like... I don't like that Void specifically calls out Warp, but I don't know how you do it without doing that. Like, it makes it flow badly to read. Um... Landers ended up being, like, kind of funky for how limited would play out. Like, getting big mana, getting splashes late were a lot easier. Just like some nice stuff, too. Alright. Voronri. That ain't a hand. That... No. Uh-oh. Hmm... 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 On the play, I would mulligan Iroh because I don't have double red. Oh, this could go really badly. But like 5 also on the play looks pretty bad too. Is Bird enough to do it? Believe in Bird. Our opponent can't have removal, that's fake. Okay. Hello. I definitely didn't just draw this. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna play a bird. Third color. Ooh, interesting. Oh, no. Okay. Ooh, okay. That looks a lot nicer. So if they go for submersible in, we can, like, Azula Always Lies, pump the Poxbearers, get their Poxbearers down. Or things can get a lot worse than that, too. That's true. Probably just lightning striking that after they go to combat. After they go to combat, specifically. Will they go to combat even? Will they just make that submersible on? That's the question, right? Okay, alright. Give me Yang, please. And then I will go Poxbearers. The reason I'm going Poxbearers over holding up Azula Always Lies is specifically that, like, holding that up looks too suspicious to me. If they have removal, it's liable to get it regardless. Okay. 5 damage. So they tap 1 mana for this? Yeah, Pox that. They get the 3/3. They get a 4/4. Ooh, alright. I'm gonna take that hit. Well, If I block with Poxbearers, I get a creature engraved for Eagle. A jelly is going to be just enough to... I'm going to actually get this. I know it's funky to eat my own creature like that, but I think it's worth it, especially when we're drawing like that. Okay, let's go... Draw a card in case we draw Pursuit. Well, the good news, like... How many times has Jet showed up while you had 2 mountains? I think 3 times now. So I think their next turn is locked in, I think. It's probably spend 5 mana to kill Raven Eagle. Eat this now. I know I can eat it on our turn, but I'd rather have the mana for stuff like this. Okay. Okay. We're going to get large threats out of here. We've evened out on cards, actually. 3 in hand, 3 in hand, even on mana. So, things are looking good for us. Beetle Merchants is a bit of a pain. Ugh. Do I really want that gone? That dead gone? I don't want to let them keep this, is the problem. I don't like this at all, but it's also the only choice I think we have. -1/-1, you. +1/+1, you. Okay, so opponents on Tahoe, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh! Secret tunnel. I'm getting lit up by the secret tunnel. Jet can close it for a bit. Vindictive Warden. Okay. That's really funny, especially with this Earth. Thank you, Jet. Okay. So, I think we just get aggressive. So I want to get rid of creatures on our opponent's board here, is the idea, and then we'll play Jet post-combat to kill the secret tunnel. So they won't have anything to make unblockable, and they won't have an unblockable 3/3. They're looking at, like, how they want to... Oh, okay. All right. I understand. They want us dead next turn. Okay. Thank goodness for Jet. So they can draw a card instead of doing the kill spell here, which is probably the best. They also need to get the Vindictive Warden off the table because it's the long-term threat. Okay. Opponent to 5. They have to draw a card because they need action. Mai helps out a ton here. Any spell they cast is 2 life. They're at 5. Earth Kingdom, that's so good. But if we have a kill spell for it, it's also the end of the game. Interesting. God, we are, okay. Razor's Edge here. They have unblockable next turn? Oh boy. They'll take 2 here. So we can no longer draw off of Callous Inspector. But if they go unblockable and hit me for 5, we kill them on the crackback. This is so tense. So yeah, if they go Secret Tunnel in for 5, no other plays? I have to try this. Yeah. Okay. We're not dead yet. They can only make 5 damage unblockable. Go to 1. And then kill them? Because Callous Inspector has Menace. Oh, right? No, they're at 3. Oh no, they gained life off the Razor Rings. Oh, no, that's not enough then. Oh, well. This was a game on the Razor's Edge the whole time. They got a food. If they're smart, they don't eat it. The smartest opponent will never eat that food. The Razor Rings. And we had to eat the Razor Rings too. Like, there was no route around that. One of the best styles of games. You can't ask for a game better than something like this. Yes, because I'm holding a card in hand. If the card in hand is Lightning Strike, they need to keep the food active to eat. Obviously, if I had Lightning Strike, they would have been dead at any point. But it's the... So, alright. And such, the undefeated streak falls. Ah, congrats on the additional game. 20 of them. Alright. Let's see if we can That was an excellent foe. That was an excellent game. This is... I don't hate it. I don't hate it enough to mulligan it. Just, I love games on the razor's edge like that. Had a very excellent one of those at the pre-release that felt so good, where it was like the last turn of the game is like I'm on 2, opponent on 1. We're just like both trying to vie for. Okay, this is not great. I'm actually probably taking out that audience because I don't want our opponent to get out of line here. We just need, like, I can't have our opponent, like, be playing 4s in a hand that doesn't have any, like, serious things to be doing. Perfect. That pushed them back pretty nicely. Okay, force a forest cycle. Play Ty. Next turn we get Zhao, and then the Fire Nation attacks. Or we get War Balloon, and we'll see. Merchant, okay. And Judy, ooh, okay. Pursuit is hard to hit in here, because I just want to get Zhao down right now. We can get Pursuit down next turn because we can Fire Nation attack off the Firebending. That'll be fine. Okay. Alternate line, I could just play Obsessive Pursuit and War Balloon? Yeah, you can see the plan over here. I'm surprised they didn't use Judy on their turn. This is awkward, but we're going to hold back and hold up Fire Nation attacks. They've made their land drops. This is where they're going to Judy and start sacking, like, Callous Inspector and getting 1/1 counters. Everything's going to start moving from here. Surveil a Merchant in the grave? Ooh, okay. Danger is occurring on the opponent's side of the table. I see. I understand. Alright, Fire Nation attack. Firebending lesson? Okay. Do I just want to take out Lan Feng with that? Alternately, I can make it so nobody's able to block here. Like, not nobody, but like, you know what I mean. I'm gonna go this route. Tylee can have that. Damn, this is this is getting stronger and stronger as time goes on here. Yeah, because then the next play was last mana, kill this Judy, so they have no blockers. They take 18 and go to 2. The Fire... Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Like... What a place to go out on. That was great. That was a perfect place to end things on. So, what a format. Like, this is just such a nice format. Like, there's a lot of plans across a lot of colors. They're all, like, really interesting and diverse and playable. It isn't a terribly, like, too fast format. It's got speed, but it's faster than, like, Final Fantasy, but it's not like you're dying behind a 3-1. Uh, so, yeah, Avatar, fun set. Like, really happy about it. Gonna be sad to see it go, but like, you know, we had a ton of fun with a lot of look. You know, our good friend Cat Gator, like. This is our who's who of memories, Invasion, Submersible, and Cat Gator, and that can't be my first corrupt court official. That's a lie, right? There's no world. Fortune teller and finish things off. You know, the Rider's a really cool card. But, like, I really like the way that all 4 of the bendings play very differently and have their own different pieces of power. Earth bending is something I think that slots into a ton of decks really easily. Water bending is something that slots into a ton of decks really easily. Fire bending pays off a lot better than you'd expect. And airbending, while like low on the number of cards it exists on, is so like both powerful defensively and offensively, which is perfect for it. There's a lot of funny combos that exist with it. Bouncing your own creatures to cast spells again for 2, putting your opponent in hell. The Walls of Ba Sing Se may be seeing some new movement with Lorwyn coming up. Doran, the Siege Tower, has some moves. Doran may be here in the future for the walls to shift. Ozai's cool as hell. I love this card. I love the floating mana powering the jet, you know, the jet flight of the Phoenix King here. These sagas are also all really cool cards. The whole cycle of these are almost, you know, we only have a few flip cards in the set, and they're all the avatars on the back, which makes them very distinct and quite powerful, so... So, anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. As I've mentioned, Lorwyn comes out tomorrow, but our first stream with Lorwyn will be on Friday, as normal streaming over the week will be going on. Trails Tuesday, Dragon Quest Wednesday, and Little Town Hero on Thursday. Can't stress how fun that's been. But, yeah, if you want to catch any of that, you can always follow, subscribe, 7 Central on weekdays. Is when all that happens. But if you're just here, having a good one, glad to have it. Yeah, if you're just here, yeah, question, sure. But yeah, so no Slay the Spire on Friday is I guess what I'm pointing out. I mostly use Arena to draft. And that's the main thing I do with these. I don't, if you see me hover over this, I just sort of have a lot of wild cards because I spend most of my time uh, drafting on the couple drafts a week we do. If one or two drafts a week, there's the Monday draft, and then sometimes there's more. With a new set, we'll be doing like 3 or 4, but that tapers down to like 1 to 2. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Hope you had a good one. Follow, subscribe, slimes, skulls, mimics, mole drifters, all that jazz. Let me see. I can send you over to Smite. Smite going. Smite's got to be finishing up that damage shuffler. So send you over there. Y'all have a good one. Good night, everybody.